Hey guys, Madison here. Welcome back for another Film Friday, and today is the first Film Friday of September. I'm so excited. I have been dying for fall to get here, and if you're like me and you also live in Alabama, you will understand why. Our summers are pretty miserable to say the least, and it's so humid that when you walk outside, you're basically breathing water and not oxygen. So yeah, I am very relieved that we're finally getting some cooler temperatures here, and I just love fall. It's my favorite season. So I'm really excited for the next couple of months of movies ahead. And today's movie is a patron requested movie. If you're on the legendary tier on my Patreon, you get to directly request one movie per month. So today's patron request is McCabe and Mrs. Miller, and it's a Western, and it stars Warren Beatty, who I'm aware of because lots of people have asked me to react to Bonnie and Clyde because I've never seen it, and I keep meaning to. It just hasn't happened yet. But that's how I know of his name. I know that he and Faye Dunaway are in Bonnie and Clyde, but I don't think I've ever actually seen one of his movies, so I think this will be the first one. And I believe the actress starring in this movie is Julie Christie, who I'm also not familiar with. So we're having a lot of firsts today. But as you guys know, the Western genre is my favorite, and the premise of this sounds very intriguing. So I'm looking forward to seeing all the trouble that the two leads get up to in this movie and how they may or may not get out of it. This seems like one of those Westerns that may or may not have a happy ending, so I'm curious to find out what happens to these two troublemakers, the gambler and the working girl, as they were often called back then. So without further ado, guys, let's jump in and let's check out McCabe and Mrs. Miller.
All the men you knew were dealers who said they were like any dealer. He was watching and then taking from his wallet.
I love this opening cinematography paired with the song. It's definitely a tone setter.
667.
It's a rough town. Kind of reminds me of Deadwood.
It's curling just like smoke above his shoulder.
Based on a novel. Always.
Say, that's your back door, ain't it?
Yeah.
I was about to put up a bottle on the house.
Sure didn't stay very long.
It's odd. He just walked straight through and then out the back door. Wait, he's coming back. So do they all know him? They seem to know what to expect from him. Like he shows up, it means poker.
I'm Patrick Sheehan. This is my place.
Shouldn't we make a deal?
Well, how much a bottle?
$3.
So they don't know him.
You give these boys a $2 bottle on me, and then I'll stand my own losses, and you can make your profit on the whiskey.
One and $3 bottle, Pat.
Bring it on.
Might as well wave goodbye to your flask.
He's missing a tooth. He had like a gold tooth in there.
Hey, who's the dealer? Fellow by the name of McCabe.
How'd you know that?
Joe Shortley told me.
You didn't say your name was McCabe when you come in here.
I didn't say it now. You did.
Go.
So mysterious.
You Pudgy McCabe? Gunfighter?
Businessman.
So he's got a history, a reputation.
I was just wondering where you was going to go.
Well, I was gonna go over there by that fence.
Why is that guy so nosy about him?
That's McCabe, all right. Used to be called Pudgy McCabe.
He's the man that shot Bill Roundtree.
He's got a big rep.
So he's just nervous maybe about him bringing trouble around his place.
Who owns the property around here?
Ugh.
Sheehan owns all the property this side of town.
How long you figure on staying?
Hate to move on when I'm losing.
You can flop here for 2 bits a night. Come on, I'll show you.
What do you think if I cut my beard off and just left my mustache?
What do you want to do that for?
He needs some change in his life. Spice things up a little.
Well, shit.
I wouldn't stay up there free and you had a San Francisco whore in every bit.
It's curling up like smoke above his shoulder.
Is he moving on to a different town?
You, my love, you who are a stranger. Please understand I never had a secret.
Potatoes, hot potatoes for a penny.
This is a little bit more of a civilized town than that last one. Last one just looked like it had men, and this one actually has like families, women walking around.
All right. How much for three?
Three? $80 each. I give you $200 for the three of them.
Well, I think maybe we can work out a deal.
So is he wanting to buy women to take back with him to the other town? Yep. He's wanting to start up a brothel with his gambling enterprise.
And they brought me their comfort, this song.
As they're trying to build a church in town. We're going to have two opposing forces here. Is this going to be a decent town or is it going to be a lawless town? Only time will tell.
How do you like it? We did quite a bit of work while you were gone.
Where's the tents?
We can get them up for you by tomorrow.
Right, are you going to talk to him?
Now,
That feels pretty petty.
It's really terrible what women had to deal with back then. I mean, and still today, but especially back then, just treated like property. And the men in the western towns were basically rabid because there were like no women living there. So as soon as a woman showed up, it was like, ah.
Well, what the hell are you? Ain't you boys never seen no trumpet before? Ain't nobody gonna touch one of them little ladies till we're open for business. Now, you get on back to work.
What happened to her knee? Must have happened when the dude pulled her off the horse.
For me, when I thought that I just can't.
So sad, man.
John, call me McCabe. Tell her what girl know who you mean.
Is that Gene Simmons? I keep wondering if it is because it looks a lot like him, but I'm not sure.
you and me is going to form a partnership.
Well, partners is what I come up here to get away from.
Sometimes you got to make a deal.
Deals I don't mind, it's partners I don't like. Sit down, Shan.
I don't trust this guy. What is happening?
It begins with a...
What in the world? My goodness. Did he try to force himself on her and she was defending herself, or did she just finally snap? That is so odd. It's like a train wagon hybrid.
Look, more whores.
How do you know it isn't Bart's meal order bride?
Damn it, I'll bet it is her. Are you Ida? Here, jump off. I'll help you. Oh, good. How was the trip?
Ida, this is McCabe. He's building this saloon.
You John McCabe? Mrs. Miller. Come from Fairport to see you.
Mrs. Miller.
Do you have anything to eat? I'm bloody starving.
I could take you up to the restaurant up there if you're hungry enough.
I'm hungry enough. I could eat a bloody horse.
Sheehan's place, you probably will.
Not the frontier wit, I see.
Now, what is she doing here? Where did she come from? And why? I have questions. It's always so much more jarring when you hear a British accent in a Western because everyone around them's talking like this, and then all of a sudden you've got someone so proper.
What do you think, Smalley?
About what?
Don't you see nothing different?
He's shaved.
I'll have 4 eggs fried, some stew, and I want some strong tea.
McCabe, I'll just have a double whiskey and a raw egg.
You know, if you want to make out you're such a fancy dude, you ought to wear something besides that cheap Jockey Club cologne.
She just says what she thinks, doesn't she? This woman has no filter. She was hungry. Yeah, she's not even bothered trying to be like all dainty and like a lady. She doesn't care about any of that. He's like trying to figure her out.
Listen, Mr. McCabe, I'm a whore and I know an awful lot about whorehouses. Now, this is all you've got to do. Put up the money for the house. I'll do all the rest. And I'll pay you back any money you put in the house, so you won't lose nothing.
She was coming here to make a business proposition.
What do you do when one girl fancies another? What about when they don't get their monthlies? Because they don't. What about when business is slow? You're just going to let the girls sit around on their bums? No, I haven't got a lot of time to sit around and talk to a man who's too dumb to see a good proposition when it's put to him. Do we make a deal or don't we?
Wow. Sounds like she knows what she's doing in that department and he don't have a clue. He does need her, for sure. There's some unpleasant noises.
Why didn't you go ask Mrs. Miller when the new whores are coming into town?
You think I want to let some chippy come up here and tell me how to run a gooseberry ranch? The girls will come up here when I tell them to come up.
That is some hair on her, like, whoa.
Miss Miller, I wish to have a word with you, Miss Miller.
I don't think she's interested.
And if you think that I'm gonna have this conversation through this door, that's just fine with me. I got them boys working on your bathhouse, and I got a right to know.
She is not scared of him, is she? She knows, in a way, she holds all the power here. Well, I would say that's them. Man, the weather in this town is awful. It so reminds me of Deadwood. Rainy and dreary up in the mountains. The way it's laid out and structured.
Fetch your lady's luggage. Quick as you can, go on. Give him not far. Go on, quick, get the water easy.
Half of them probably caught a fever on the way there.
Where do you see this place when we get her finished? In the family or home? Your parents?
Yeah, this is starting to turn into more of a traditional house now, instead of just like the mining camp tents.
How much is that Chinese?
$1.50.
Did that go for Miss Miller
To make sure
She's $5.
$5?
That's right.
All right, then, let's go.
It's right there. You got my signature.
I've not only built you your gooseberry ranch, I paid for a bathhouse I don't need. But I have not sold a full bottle of whiskey in here today, and that's a fact. Well, I ain't seen none of that money. What my books tell me I need most of all right now is money.
I'm surprised you don't know how much money you got and how much you ain't. Got your credit column on a different page from your debit.
I'll thank you to keep your old nose out of things you don't understand.
9 plus 16, 25. 5 and 5.
My dear.
You think small because you're afraid to think big. I'm telling you, you have to spend money to make money. I don't want those small timers screwing up my business.
I'd like to get a good look at them borders.
Well, right now she's making all the money and he's not. We'll see how it turns out, but... I wonder how heavy it would be to wear one of those buffalo skins. It looks so heavy.
Hey, hon, you work at Mrs. Miller's?
That's my wife.
Oh dear. Oh no.
Jesus Christ, his blood, his head's all busted open.
Oh no. Hope he's not dead. They thought it broke.
Mr. McCabe, my name is Sears, Eugene Sears. I'm Roebuck, who's watching the store.
I'm with M.H. Harrison, Shaughnessy Mining Company. We'd like to have a little talk with you.
Truth of the matter is, Mr. McCabe, we're interested in the mining deposits up here.
I bet you are.
What we'd like to do is we'd like to make you an offer. Buy out all your holdings here in Presbyterian Church.
All right, how much?
I'd like to point out a few things.
Oh, no, why don't you just tell me how much? What the hell kind of cover is that?
That's sealskin.
Yeah, this is not going to end well.
We were empowered to work with you because we were led to believe that you were the town's leading citizen.
Well, economically, maybe. Morally, no.
If you boys want to talk business with me, you gotta get your offer way up there in here where it belongs. Set up that no-limit game for me, will you?
He has gotten awfully full of himself, hasn't he?
Well, man, what do you think of that?
He's a real smartass, he is.
Yeah, not a very likable fellow. Oh, is it her birthday?
I can't do it.
She got in there. Oh, does she have opium? I remember them saying opium was illegal in the town. Like, they could have whiskey and stuff, but no opium. I wonder if she's sneaking that around. Yeah.
A couple of gimpers come in the saloon tonight and offered to buy me out. $5,500. Ain't bad, eh, Miss Miller? And I played just smart as a possum. I give them a no, and I went right on about my business.
You turned down Harris and Shaughnessy. You know who they are? They'd as soon put a bullet in your back as look at you.
Ooh.
The two gentlemen downstairs to see Mr. McCabe.
They're spending your...
I wonder if they're actually going to raise their offer.
Well, you remember our offer this evening? Well, Ernie, I think we can get the company to come up with another $750. Would make it $6,250. Of course, we'd have to have an immediate answer on that.
The immediate answer to that would be no.
He's getting real greedy. He's going to end up pushing it too far. Oh dear. This poor, sad woman.
You want a man in my position to sell off his property. I think there's got to be a good reason, pretty good reason, be $15,000. Why don't you gentlemen come on over to my place tomorrow morning for breakfast, and we'll just talk about it.
Uh-oh, he's going back upstairs. Is he gonna catch her? Nope. She's done now.
Come on,
Yeah, he's gonna smell it.
Oh, is it going this way? Oh, isn't that nice? Oh, come on. Did you want to play?
I don't think they're interested.
Didn't I tell you them two dimpers would come back to me?
How wide do you think they'll go?
Tomorrow morning at breakfast is gonna tell the tale. You're a funny little thing.
So they're a thing now. A little more than just business partners.
He's negotiating. He hasn't the brains. I'm going to turn it over to Jake. I'm going back right now. He's impossible.
He is quite impossible. But I mean, he just doesn't want to sell his business, I don't think. I don't think he really wants to sell it for any price. Oh, poor kitty. How rude.
Didn't I tell you straight for breakfast?
Those other two, they left last night. I knew they weren't dealing with no tin horn.
Yeah, they're gone, man.
Swift and powerful blade of justice lays open the serpent of evil.
Oh, and that guy who hit his head, he died. She doesn't seem too upset. Who's that?
What you want?
Well, I heard you had the fanciest whorehouse in the whole territory up here.
Well, you come on up here. I'll show you what you're looking for.
I was afraid he was that gun for hire they were talking about. Talking about somebody, shooting him in the back. Not ruling that out, though. I feel like that could be how this thing ends. He won't sell, he won't close down and move somewhere else, so they end up just killing him so they can take his saloon and the house and all that.
What the hell's that? The carpet vacuum machine.
Well, who wants to be next?
Never seen an old school vacuum like that.
This here's for Miss Miller. Oh. I'll just take this on up to Miss Miller.
Mr. McCabe. She's got company.
Oh, just leave it here.
Is it just me, or is McCabe getting jealous about her being with any other guy? He always seems to, leave the building or, just be disappointed whenever it's, she's with another guy. I think he's starting to get a little possessive, she's mine and nobody else's. Just put a ring on it, McCabe.
No, you just got to learn to relax, that's all. I think maybe this will do.
I knew that was going to happen to her after her husband died.
See, the thing is, it don't mean nothing. You never know, you might even get to like it. I mean, you managed it with Bart, didn't you?
You can tell yourself it don't mean nothing, but it does.
Oh, but with him I had to.
You did it to pay for your bed and board. Well, you do this to pay for your bed and board, too. Only you get to keep a little extra for yourself, and you don't have to ask nobody for nothing.
She has a way of trying to rationalize it, doesn't she? It's dangerous out there. It's like a regular ice rink. It's a regular mountain man there. They're sending people looking around, waiting.
What do you plan to do about them blokes up there?
Look, you don't. Molly's up there talking to him now. He's gonna bring him down. I'm gonna make a deal with him.
What if they don't make a deal?
They the ones that got to make a deal, not me. I feel sorry for him.
He's so arrogant. His pride is going to be his downfall.
And hell, when they come upside a mule like me, I feel sorry for him. I'll tell you the truth. I know what I'm doing.
Do you, McCabe? Do you? I don't think so.
They said there was nothing to talk about, but they said they were going to eat at sheepheads.
Molly, give me 4 or 5 of them stogies, will you?
Make a deal if you wanted to. They get paid for killing, nothing else. I'll tell them you've got business with the company if you like.
I guess if a man's fool enough to get in business with a woman, she ain't gonna think much of him.
He's going to end up dead. And she may or may not be right there with him.
You must be a butler, huh? Well, I'm John McCabe. I think we got some business to talk over. When them gentlemen come up here to make me that offer,
How much did they offer you?
$250.
How much did you ask them for?
Oh, well, I might have mentioned something like $12,000, $10,000, something like that.
Yeah, you mentioned it.
How much did you really want?
$8,000.
You weren't very far apart, were you?
Oh, hell no, that's what
what I'm trying to tell you.
He's backing off now.
I'd be willing to make a deal for $62.50 if you don't count my personal property in that.
Wow, he must be scared if he's dropping that low.
Let's just make that an even $6,500 and you got yourself a deal.
I don't make deals.
Well, what you doing up here if you don't make deals?
I came up here to hunt bear. I hear it's very good around here.
Get off.
Did he, though?
You don't work for Harrison Shaughnessy?
Sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
This your deal can be made.
Not with me.
He's just the muscle who's there to intimidate, threaten him to get him to go make the deal.
McCabe, were you ever called Pudgy?
Long time ago, why?
My best friend's best friend was Bill Roundtree. Did you kill him?
Uh-oh.
Bill Roundtree got caught marking the Queens. He went for his gun and he got shot, that's all.
I'm going to count 10. If you're not on that bridge by the time I'm finished, I'm going to get very cross with you.
This escalated quickly.
I want you boys to know that I ain't wearing no gun.
You should be wearing a gun at all times.
What the hell was this Bill Roundtree? I mean, who said he shot him?
I told you, everybody. He shot him with a Derringer.
That man? That man never killed anybody.
Huh. So he just made that up to try to get him to admit to it. Wow.
Now we don't see who the fools is.
He sure doesn't seem like an experienced gunfighter. He seemed just scared to death of that guy.
God, I hate when them bastards put their hands on you. I keep trying to tell you in a lot of different ways. Just one time you can be sweet without no money around. You're just freezing my soul, that's what you're doing.
So she makes him pay every time. Because if there's no payment, it's not business. She has real feelings for him, too. She's just hiding it.
Is this fella Eugene Sears still here?
No, he left this morning.
Well, thank you all the same.
Kind of surprised there's even a lawyer in this town.
You don't have to pay me anything. Mighty decent of you. I don't know. When a man goes into the wilderness and with his bare hands gives birth to a small enterprise, no dirty sons of bitches are going to take it away from him. This free enterprise system of ours works. We can protect the small businessman and the big businessman as well.
Can, but many won't.
What do we do? We get to Marshall, and we don't need to Marshall. We're going to do this through the courts.
I mean, how does this work, though? Because the brothels are illegal and they paid a fine to keep them open. So how does that work when they take it to court? It's too complicated for me. I'm assuming they're just buying his saloon, like his enterprise. That's how it might work, I don't know.
They'll get you, McCabe, and they'll do something awful to you.
Now, little lady, ain't nothing gonna happen to me.
Don't you give me any of that little lady shit. I don't care about you. Just give me my $1,500.
Give it up, Mrs. Miller. You're so obvious. I don't care about you. I just want my money. Yeah, right. That's why you're over there crying in the corner.
I wasn't trying to hit it. The trick is not to hit it, but to make it float.
Hold up on your target practice a minute. I don't want to get shot.
Yeah, that's what I had a feeling was about to happen.
I want to buy some socks. I got a long ride ahead of me.
What's wrong with the socks you got on?
What's this dude's problem?
Take off your boots and show me.
You're joshing me.
I said take off your boots and show me, you egg sucker.
What is his problem? I hope if this comes down to it, Cowboy wins.
What are you wearing that gun for? What kind of a gun is it?
Oh.
Must be something wrong with it.
Nah, it's me. I just can't shoot good.
Well, let me see it.
Why is he picking a fight with him?
Maybe I can fix it for you.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. What the heck? That cowboy was a nice guy. I don't know who this punk is, but I hate him. Just shot him in cold blood. Nobody cares. Everybody's just like, whatever. I mean, they saw the whole thing. That punk should get arrested and then hung. I am outraged over this poor cowboy. I didn't even know his name. Oh my gosh.
You're the best looking woman I ever saw. And I ain't never tried to do nothing but put a smile on your face. I don't know what it is. I guess I ain't never been this close to nobody before.
Why don't you get under the covers?
Well, that was an unexpectedly soft moment. They gotta get me rooting for him before they rip my heart out at the end. only they would just both just go straight, you know, try to make an honest living together, get married, move somewhere decent. So that's not gonna happen. I know it's not gonna happen. He's gonna try to stick it out there until it's too late. It's awfully quiet. That lawyer must have been in the other town. I thought he was in this town at first, but I think he went back to that other nicer town when he talked to the lawyer, didn't he? This is not good. This is not good. What in the world? Why is it such a mess in there? Did they never, like, finish the inside of it? Symbolic representation of the spiritual barrenness, degradation in that town. Is everybody hiding because of that cowboy getting just straight up murdered? Oh boy. They're looking for him now, aren't they? Those two hired guys and that little punk. What happened to Mrs. Miller?
That there's my shotgun.
This is the house of God.
Them men out there trying to kill me.
Get out.
Well, great. Oh my gosh. Holy moly. Did you see his arm? It was like hanging. Oh. Oh my gosh. Hope he's got a backup gun somewhere. He's screwed. Seriously, man. That's what you're doing right now? I ask again, where is Mrs. Miller? Did she just abandon him or what? Because he wakes up and she's gone. He does not know what he's doing. This is not going to end well. I hope he at least gets to kill that punk before he dies. Oh, he got him. Did he get hit in just the leg, or did he get hit somewhere else too? Yep, he killed that punk. That's what he deserved.
Fire! The church is on fire!
Look how alone he is. After he kind of like made that town what it is, bringing in all the money and stuff, nobody cares about him at the end. It's just like, oh, he got hit there too. We're just seeing how pitiful and alone he is at the end. I just can't get over the train wagon thing. I've never seen that before. Get him. Uh-oh. Oh, he did get him. He did not run far. Oh, sad doggy. So there's just one left, that big guy. We haven't seen where he went. McCabe has actually fared better than I expected, I have to say. Where is he going? Oh no, there he is. Oh man. Wow. Oh Oh my gosh, he got all 3 of them. And now he's just gonna bleed out, I guess. God, this is so depressing. Oh my gosh, the town's just like celebrating, partying it up, you know, and he's just out here. Nobody cares. Nobody's like, hey, where's McCabe?
Traveling lady.
Good grief.
It is over.
And she was just like, I'm out of here till it's over.
Except when she was sleeping on a loom of smoke, standing there in the doorway.
Y'all, I think that was one of the saddest, bleakest movies I have ever watched. That was just painful. Like, not to say that it was historically inaccurate. I think it was very accurate, kind of the sad story of a lot of towns out on the frontier before civilization really arrived, and before towns became more decent, oftentimes they started a lot like the way that was shown in this movie, with just saloons and brothels kind of being the center of everything in town. And having the church there in town too, but it was just like dilapidated. Like when he goes inside the church, it was like he had never been there, obviously, so he's seeing for the first time how the inside of it is just totally not fixed up. Nobody goes there. It's not in use. There's a reverend, there's a preacher there, but like nobody's going to church. Everybody's going to the saloon and the brothel. And it was showing the spiritual condition of the town. And how interesting, though, that at the end, when the church is burning, even though like nobody uses it, they all run to go save the church when the fire starts. But the guy who's been running these 2 businesses, like that they've been consuming voraciously, you know, like that their life revolves around, McCabe is getting hunted by these guys and nobody cares. Nobody cares. They're just like off hiding, waiting for it to be over. Nobody offers to help him. They're like, hey, they're not like, hey, McCabe, we'll help you defeat these guys. You know, there's just 3 of them. Imagine if the whole town would be like, yeah, we'll help you, McCabe. We'll back you on this. No, nobody cared. Nobody helped him. He was totally by himself at the end. It was just really a portrait of how sad and lonely a life like that is, where in the end, he had no real friends, and the woman he loved didn't even love him enough to stick around. She was like, I'm out of here, self-preservation first. I'm gonna go chill in an opium den until this is over, and I can go back. Like, she's just gone. He wakes up, she's gone. He realizes he's in this alone. It was so sad. I keep saying that, but it was so sad. Just like, I don't know, seeing how empty and lonely his life was, and her as well. Yeah, just a really bleak portrait of 2 people who had their vices and had their ways and never changed. They never learned from their mistakes. They never tried to turn their lives around. They just were who they were. They never changed. And in the end, I was wondering if it was going to get both of them in the end, but it just got him for now. Because he was greedy and refused to sell to those guys. And then it's too late, you know, there's no deal to be made. And wow. Just wow. Really, really dark. Really, really sad. And again, I stand by, like, this had to be inspired by the town of Deadwood and Deadwood's history, because it looked like Deadwood, just kind of the rough nature of it. It seemed very inspired by Deadwood, South Dakota to me. It was one of those movies where, like, you're not even really rooting for the main characters. Like, I wanted them to do better, be better people. I wanted them to, like, have a happy life together, even though they didn't deserve it. They were doing nothing to earn it and turn their lives around. They weren't trying to, but you can't help it. You see people like that, and you just, like, you're like, oh, come on, if they would just turn it around, like they could have a better life and they could be happy together, even though I knew like that wasn't going to happen. Like I could see that obviously they had both fallen for each other, McCabe and Mrs. Miller. And that was really interesting, seeing that conflict there of like two people who are very cold and calculating and about their business and getting their money. And yeah, very cold people who, again, aren't close to anybody, but they got close to each other and they grew to really care about each other genuinely. But they were just such toxic, unhealthy people. They just couldn't like have a real relationship. And I feel like he was more there than she was. She just always kind of kept a distance and kind of like she was there for him. She was there with him, but not really. And I feel like he was a little more vulnerable and willing to open up to her, but she wasn't. And yeah, it was just really tragic, a very tragic movie. And I felt the most sorry for that poor cowboy who was just minding his own business and trying to leave town. And then that dude just shoots him. I was like, what the heck? I was glad that punk, Daniel's gonna love this. It's a running trend, guys, the number of characters I have called punks in different movies I've watched. Daniel said I need to do a t-shirt with all the different punks on it that I've called that name in all my different reactions. So Daniel, we're adding another one to the list. That punk got what he deserved, and thank goodness, because I hated that guy. But wow. Yeah, just really tragic and a really just grim and gritty portrait of how a lot of rough and tumble towns were in the Old West, those frontier towns, those mining towns especially, that kind of just sprung up really early when civilization and people were just starting to move west, and it was still very much the Wild West, obviously. But yeah, great performances for sure from Warren Beatty and Julie Christie. They just sold the gritty realism of it and the darkness and empty loneliness of their characters. Like Warren Beatty in particular, in that scene where he's like crying and he's saying he's sorry to her, that got me right in the feels. It was just a surprising moment of vulnerability from him, and again, a great performance there from Warren Beatty. And I would like to point out that in the shootout at the end of the movie, every single shot was in the back, except for that last headshot where McCabe shot the third guy. Every shot before that was like in the back, because McCabe shot the two other guys in the back, and then the little punk kid, as he turned around and was falling, shot McCabe in the gut and the leg. But I was noticing that, again, like this was not a movie that was trying to glamorize the Old West at all. It was showing the grim reality of it. And again, like, you have the glamorized gun duels and stuff like that. And you had that moment between the cowboy and the kid on the bridge. Wasn't fair. Cowboy wasn't even trying to fight. He didn't want to duel the kid. He was trying to defuse the situation. Kid just shoots him. So there's example number one. Example number two is shootout at the end was not really a shootout, but just a series of assassinations with McCabe shooting two of the guys in the back, and then the third assassin shooting McCabe in the back. And, even the headshot from McCabe was by surprise. He was taking the assassin by surprise who thought he was dead. There was no just like epic, courageous gun battles, no honor among these people. They were just very cold, survivalist kind of people. There was no honor, there was no higher morality among any of these people. Again, just a very grim portrait of this old Western town. And we've got to have those, right? We've got to have variety in our Westerns. I love the variety that can occur within one genre. And this was definitely on the darker, grimmer, grittier side of the Western. I would have loved to have some hope, some positivity at the end, like some redeeming factor, some redeeming quality, but this just wasn't that kind of movie. It was a full-on tragedy, but certainly a well-made film with good performances and beautiful cinematography. I have to say, I have not complimented the set design and all of that stuff yet, but it was just a very effective immersion in this movie. Was very good. Like the sets, the whole environment, the way people interacted, It was very, very well done and never took me out of it for a second. Like, this doesn't feel like the 1870s or 80s or whatever it was supposed to be. They did a very solid job with that. So kudos to the filmmakers. And I liked the songs too. Again, it just really set the mood. It said the songs were by Leonard Cohen. Those were really good. And yeah, just really set the tone of the whole movie. I enjoyed that. It was kind of giving me Jeremiah Johnson vibes with having the songs with actual lyrics throughout the movie. I liked that. All right, guys. So that was McCabe and Mrs. Miller. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this reaction. Be sure to click the link in the description below if you want to see the full-length watch-along over on my Patreon. Drop a like if you enjoyed and subscribe if you haven't. And I hope you enjoyed the first Film Friday of September. I will be back next week for another Film Friday. So looking forward to that, guys. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you guys then.